Hello, my name's Tim and welcome to Double K Home Projects. Well, hey, today we are getting ready to work on this wall here. I have decided that we are going to be going from over here. I had previously done this part right here, and I'm going to go ahead and start here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do this wall clear into where we filled the hole in, and then onto that window that I was talking about. And so we are going to start mortaring, and at the same time I'm going to get up in here. I know it's hard to see up in there. We're going to get up in here and we are going to insulate with styrofoam insulation. So we're going to insulate with styrofoam insulation and also the great stuff foam, which will be going around the edges of that insulation. So we have to make a run this evening to the lumber yard. I want to get some more mortar. I've got a few bags left, not very many. We're going to get some new mortar and a few things. I'm going to get the great stuff and things like that. And we're still trying to get all of our supplies together here, and it seems like it's taken a while. So anyway, that's where we're going today. I'm actually going to be sweeping this wall again. Well, just from here over to the old water pipes there. I'm also going to get some insulation for the pipes, at least up in there where that's my outside faucet. I'm going to insulate that. So we're getting ready to get started here. I know I got a lot of sweeping. I'm just going to clean this up. Got a lot of cobwebs in here and some loose mortar. And then I'll probably just kind of go over it a little bit and see if I can't knock the loose mortar out. And if I can't get that out, it'll be fine. But anyway, it's going to end up looking like this here. This wall right here. That's what it'll end up looking like. And that's good enough for this old dungeon basement. So anyway, while I'm at it, I'm going to go over here and show you, if you can see. I know it's going to be kind of hard. I'm going to turn my little flashlight on and maybe you can see. There's the old door that I've got to redo. And I'm going to make that where that will open up, hinge open or come out or something. I've got to figure out what to do there. So you got to get that down. I've got wires hanging everywhere in this old place. Some of them are live and some of them aren't. This one here, this one is not live anymore. I know that for a fact because it's undone at the other end. And so it's not live. But anyway, we got a lot of work to do. Yep. Thought about putting a little shelf in here. That's kind of hard to see here. Where I have this ledge here, I thought about putting like a little shelf right in there to save me on some rock. So I really don't need rock up underneath up here, okay? Like that. It does need to be up underneath the plate, but I may build me a little shelf right in here, but we'll see. So, got a lot of plans. All right, well, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and sweep this down. I've actually swept over to the pipes from there, from that corner. I'm going to sweep this area here. Get my little brush wand out here and try it. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to get up in the rafters up there, up to the plate here just a little bit. I'm eventually going to redo this plumbing too. It's a mess. The line's kind of kinked right here, this copper line. I'm going to probably use PEX when I redo it. Okay. That is definitely some loose mortar. So what I'm going to have to do is get a little hammer here. I'm just going to try to peck it loose. Because it's really soft. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just pecking this mortar here. It's just loose, crumbly. I'll have to sweep the floor because I'm getting it all over the place. It's really old stuff. This is just the top of this rock. It's not a big deal, really. It's not holding anything. Look at that. I'm going to take that whole chunk up there. Ah, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Huh. Bunch of paper up there. They used paper to seal the plate. Isn't that crazy? That's what they used to do back in those days. Okay, got a mess down here now. Trying to keep that drain open. Having to sweep that up. And up in here, this is what we're busting out. Now, right between that plate, you can see there's paper. That's what they used to seal stuff with. Newspaper. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of clean that out a little bit. What I can reach, you know. So, anyway. All right. On to the next task.
that is, they stuffed it up in there. Trying to get it out of there. Thinking. Okay, well, we bought a few things last night. 4 bags of masonry, or mortar mix, and a couple of pipe insulations, 1/2 inch, 1 3/4 inch. We'll get these unloaded. We'll use our dolly to get this. Pretty heavy stuff right here. Okay. Almost didn't give myself enough room here. Go this way with it. Might be a little easier. Maybe. Okay, we bought this faceless insulation so that I could put up into the floor joists up in there by the plate where I can't get styrofoam. And then also I've got some of my pipes from my outside wall just right there by that plate. So I bought some pipe insulation for that. So that should work. Oh, gosh. Stuff is heavy. Not a lot of room to maneuver. This old basement. Okay, there we go. All right, there's our insulation. Pipe insulation here. Take it down. Put it down here too. I'll get it down here. Oops. Stay there. All right, there we go. All the goods down here. Okay, well, we've got our truck emptied out from our mortar and our insulation, and that gives us some supplies to get going. I did go to the local Harbor Freight and got me a new battery for my tools, so I'll be cutting the styrofoam with a saw probably, and I have a Hercules saw. So I've also got an oscillating tool that's Hercules as well that takes the same battery. So I went and bought a battery. Them things are expensive. Anyway, so I went and got that kind of stuff and some blades and things to cut. I've got some nails up in here, up in the floorboards there that I need to cut off. That way I don't get jabbed with them because they're rusty, and I just need to get them cut off. So we've got some tools to do that with. So it's the weekend right now, so we are going to go ahead and cut this video off here, and next week we will get started on more of the plate up here, plate area, and getting it cleaned. Probably starting to get new mortar put in, get the styrofoam cut, and the new Great Stuff foam put in. I also did buy some new foam for that, and cleaner for my gun and all that stuff. So next week I'll probably do a little bit of a reveal on my the gun that I bought, the foam applicator gun. It's 2 foot long. It's long, but it almost takes that to get up there in that plate up there. So Anyway, stay tuned for that. So, hey, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and, hit that comment. I like to hear the comments. So, I will see you in the next video. Bye.